Hi, everybody. I've decided that it's so cozy and warm outside, although I do have a blanket around me, wrapped around my shoulders. Um, and I have a lovely cup of chai tea. I'm going to do a craft outside. I'm at least going to attempt to do it. Now, I saw this craft on YouTube the other day. You know how you just kind of scroll through? I always look for either knitting ideas or cool craft ideas that I've never seen. And this particular one I had never seen before. And they are bowls made out of fabric. Fabric bowls. They were the coolest thing ever. So let me just tell you what supplies you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need some strips of scrap fabric that you have. And I've got a lot of African fabrics in here, so that's going to make it look kind of funky. Preferably a plastic bottle like this, or maybe a yogurt container. I just thought about that because I have a couple of those. I'm going to go get some of those. Yogurt container. I was going to use a styrofoam cup. You need something really pliable to be able to remove your. This is what you wrap your fabric around, but I think I'm going to get the plastic is much better. And then these little strings that are very easy once you're shredding your fabric. You can see them right here. There's lots of them. And you just put them in a bowl. Some white glue. I'm using a foamy brush. So I went inside and got some yogurt containers like these. And I'm going to cut them down to just a little bit above the size of the bowl you want. These would be great because see how pliable they are? And they're just like a pop can. And I'm going to forget about these. Okay. And then the last thing you need, which is very optional, is something that can put little tiny dots of paint. You can use a white pen or just your paintbrush if you have fine hand. But the lady I watched used one of these paint bottles, and can you see inside there's a syringe tip? You pop that on the top, and then you get such fine, if you want to put some paint lines on it, they'd be so fine. And also some beads or buttons or whatever you want. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is cut these two down. Now, the person who told me that, or the lady on YouTube that I watch, she said if you care about when you peel this away, this is going to be the inside of your bowl. So if you want that first row, when you look in, to be bright like this, then put the fabric, the pattern down. So I'm going to try that just to see if it makes a difference. And you're just literally putting glue on here and pasting your fabric all around. And just, it's kind of like a collage, which is my favorite thing to do. Did some collage with Indy. This, oh no, he didn't. He did some art journaling. That's right. I love doing art with children. And save the strings because the strings are going to be added on the outside later as a bit of an embellishment. Just a few strings. And for this one, I think what I'm going to do is go all the way around. And then this is done and done. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I won't have to piece this. This is just our inner one. So when you look in, she said she didn't think it made that much difference, but I thought I'll just give it a try and see. It's not doesn't matter one way or the other. And you don't work up to the top here because you need some room to kind of work this out once this dries. The drying part seemed to be probably the most, not difficult because there's nothing difficult about this. But when you sew the beads in, the fabric still has to be a tiny bit soft and not hardened yet, or you can't get your needle through. There, so the first one is around. So that's, whoops, I'm sorry. I'll apply the glue to both the fabric and to the container. And it's messy, but you know what? It's such a gorgeous day outside. Plus, there's no bugs yet. And the birds are singing and the sun is firing down. It's just gorgeous out. So you see how you're getting like a bit of a collage happening here? It's fun. This is my idea of fun. So just keep going. So I want to show you how far I've gotten so far. Oops, on this little bowl. You can see the different pieces and trying to overlap each other. It's kind of cute. But I can't remember what she said about how many layers of fabric to put on this. So I think I'm going to add more. Then I brought out some lace and some fiber bits that I had from my old scrapbooking days. I mean, I have so much. Look at this. And I've wrapped them also, I'm almost certain that Mod Podge would work fantastic on this too. And I guess gel medium, but gel medium's expensive for this kind of a thing. So I don't know. If that's all you have on hand, then go for it. See that little piece of lace? I'm making this. My daughter is hosting Easter, so I'm going to give this to her as kind of a grungy Easter basket. Yeah, I like the way that. And you know, you can get the lady, I'll put her name across. She said that she got clear glue, but we all know that the school glue dries clear. So it's not an issue. You don't have clear glue. Okay? Let's see. I'm needing some. It's funny, as you start doing it, you start thinking, okay, I need some maybe blue or brownish. And honestly, I don't think it matters at the end of the day. It's just going to look kind of cool. You could probably do this whole thing in one fabric. But I think they're really, I loved hers. Probably can hear that beeping. I'm not sure if you can, but Richard put something in the microwave and he forgot to get it. And he's in his art studio. And he will be down in a minute, I'm sure, to recall, oh, I've got something in the microwave. Okay, we've got blue there. What do we need over here? All kinds of stuff. And what a perfect day to be out here literally playing. I wish Indy hadn't gone home yet, because he would have loved this. But his daddy just came to get him. I love crafting with him. Yeah, I know one day he's going to get old enough where he's like, man, I don't want to craft with you anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want him. But they get older. And so you enjoy, stay in the moment, enjoy where you are now, right? Isn't that what they say? Oh, that looks cool there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of fiber right there. See that red piece? I love that. I am going awfully high to the top of this, but we will rectify it. So I'm just going to carry on. I'll just put a piece of this stuff on right now. You can see what I'm doing, but again, you can do whatever you desire. Just going to run a little string of glue here and just lay this down and let it go where it goes. The weather is incredible. Oh, incredible. I've got so many things in the house I could be doing, but who cares? I don't. Okay, and let's put a little bit more glue up here. Fits. He sees a bird and he goes nuts. There, I'm going to cut that right off at the top there. So you can see what I did, but it doesn't mean you have to do that. See? It's literally just ran it across. And I'll probably put another piece of fabric over that. Yeah, right there. Okay, I've got my bowl done. As you can see, I left a tiny bit of space at the top, and I probably should have left more, but we'll see. And now I'm going to cover the bottom, just crisscrossing. Again, going to turn the right side down, so that's what you see from the bottom, like this. That way. Just with a couple of pieces. Maybe one of these. Can you see I'm trimming around some of this? And then go the other way. Right side up.
After we get this all done, then we're going to apply a glue coat to the entire thing. So it's almost like, you know how glue is kind of, once it's dry, it's almost like a plastic? I think that's what helps making this into a bowl. Not a bowl you could wash, but a decorative bowl nonetheless.
This is a boho grunge fabric bowl. And it's totally fun and totally relaxing to just cut up stuff and put it down. Really neat. Especially when you're sitting outside with the birds. And they're just a singing and eating in their bird feeders right beside me. What more could you want, right? Okay. So the bottom Oh, it's so hard to see. The sun is just shining. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'll turn it that way. There we go. It's a little bit better. The bottom is all covered. So what I am going to do for the rim, I just decided, seeing I've had this lace around the bottom, I'm going to put this, glue it all the way around the bottom. Isn't this pretty? I love them. I mean, just think there's no end to what you could do with these. Like you could put spools of thread, buttons. I'm thinking of me in my knitting room, stitch markers, um, little teeny ends of yarn, all kinds of stuff. In your sewing room, stick pins, sewing machine needles, just whatever, right? So I think they're super cute. And my daughter is a crocheter, so I'm sure she will have a use for one of these little cute bowls. So there you can see that I've literally slathered on this white glue. This is why I'm saying this is a lot cheaper than like gel medium, because you can just slather the heck out of this thing, right? And once it sort of starts drying clear, then I'll know it's dry enough for me to start prying off prying it off. Then I think I'll try and put some threads, but you know what? This is harder than it looks because everything is so dang sticky. Your hands are sticky, the container is sticky, and you want the ends not to be glued down. You just want them hanging like that, just a piece of string. If you're into that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you can cut it later. Put one over here. I'm not going to put tons, but there. That's probably good. You probably can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to let that dry, and I'll be back when it's all dry. And you know, I'm working outside, but even though I'm working on this wooden table out here, I'm working on a tray so I don't get glue and grunge and crap all over this table. So there's a little tip. Hi guys, so here's the next day with our fabric boho grungy bowls. They're so cool and they're pretty hard. I started last night to sew some decorations on this one, but then I got so tired, so I didn't finish, but you can see there's buttons and beads and buttons, and that's about it. But I'll get some more sewn on there. I really love these things. See, something like that. Or, I don't know. I'll get them all sewn on. But once I get it all finished and dutied up, I will come back on here and show you how cute they turned out. I mean, look at this. It can carry buttons. And remember, I'm going to also put some of that dribbles of dots of paint around. I might. I don't know. But I just wanted to show you how it was so far today. Aren't they just fabulous? And so much fun. And remember, yesterday I was outside. And look at it today. It snowed overnight. So the table I was working on was right there. Couldn't go out today, but I wanted to show you how far I got. So here is my finished boho grungy shabby bowl, fabric bowl. I love it. Okay. And then I took that black dotty thing, remember I told you, and I made a little rim around the top and added that. I love, 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 love it. So I am going to pop, oopsie, this here. to make it that much cuter, and I popped a couple of Easter eggs in it. And this is her and her husband's Easter card. I don't know if it'll fit, but whatever. Isn't that cute? I love, love, love it. And I hope you guys give this a try. It's super fun. Be fun to do with your kids home on spring break. Just cool. Something fun to do with your extra stuff instead of throwing it away. Let's recycle, repurpose. And I have to say, I use that Liberté yogurt container. This was by far the best, although this was the pop, what was in that? A juice plastic bottle. So they were both okay. Super fun. So thanks so much for watching, and I will post a finished photo at the end of this video. See you again soon. Bye.